Yes, of course. We quite understand.
In the circumstances. Well, all's well that ends well.
I am most indebted to you, sir, for your trouble. A Scottish bonnet, I fear, is fitted neither to my years nor to my dignity. My compliments of the season to you, sir.
And to you too, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, by the way, do you have gas laid on in your house?
Gas? Alas, no.
Jolly good. Merry Christmas.
And to you both, gentlemen.
Well, then, so much Mr. Henry Baker. He obviously knows nothing of the matter. Ah, Mrs. Hudson. Watson, do you need nourishment?
Not particularly.
Splendid. Mrs. Hudson, we shall turn dinner into supper, and we will follow up this clue while it is still hot.
Which is more than the supper will be.
Good evening, gentlemen. And a very cold one.
It is indeed, landlord, it is indeed.
And what shall be your pleasure?
Here, Watson.
What? Oh, yes. Splendid.
Two of your very best glasses of beer.
Right away, sir.
Your beer should be excellent if it is as good as your geese.
What geese?
Yes, we were talking, half an hour ago to, Mr. Henry Baker, member of your goose club.
Yes, but you see, them's not our geese.
Whose, then?
Well, I got them 24 from a salesman in Covent Garden.
Who might that be?
Name of Breckenridge. A purveyor of the finest quality. Mind you, if it's a bird you're after, I'd get to him as soon as pos. Oh, it's a very busy time of year, as you'll appreciate.
Well, thank you so much for your advice. Will you have a glass of beer with us, landlord?
Well, God bless you for a gentleman.
Now, for Mr. Breckenridge.
Can't it wait?
Watson, we have been given a line of investigation which has been missed by the police, and which a singular chance has placed in our hands. Now let us follow it to the bitter end.
Extremely bitter.
Faces to the south, then, and quick march!
Please. I want to believe you, John. I do, really. How can I with all what the police are saying?
Well, I'm only saying that because I was there on the day. It's a put-up job.
Is that really the truth?
I promised when I married you, I'd never tell you a lie. I've kept my promise. Always will.
I don't believe you.
Merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay.
Come on, come and get your turkey. Hey, I'll take your turn on a turkey. It's the last few. All fresh this morning. Got to clear them up by the night.
Come on, you. 2 pence a pound. What else can we get on now, eh? It's getting late, it's getting late. 2 pence a pound. How many times a pound?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Sold out of geese, I see.
Yeah, they have 500 in the morning.
Too late, I think.
Oh, you see the stall over there with the gas fire? Try him.
Yes, but I was recommended to you.
Oh, by.
The landlord of the Alpha Public House.
Oh, yeah, he had a couple of dozen off me.
Very good geese, too. Where, may I ask, did you get them?
Now then, mister, what exactly are you driving at? Come on, let's have it straight now.
Straight enough. I simply want to know who sold you the geese that you supplied to the Alpha.
Well, then I'm not going to tell you so now.
Well, it really isn't no matter. But I fail to see why you should get so warm over a trifle.
Warm? You'd be as warm if you were as pestered as I am. When I pay good money for a good article, that should be an end of it. But it's where are the geese? Who have you sold them to? How much will you take for them? You'd think they was the only geese in the world, the amount of fuss that's made over them.
Well, I can assure you that I have no connection with anybody else who's made inquiries.
Inquiries? It's more like the Inquisition. I'm not telling you.
Ah. Well, then, the bet's off.
What bet? Ah. What bet?
Well, I'm always ready to back my opinion in the matter of fowls. And I have a fiver with my friend here that the bird that I chose is country bred, right, Watson?
What? Oh, yes, absolutely.
Ah, you've lost your money then, because it's town bred.
It is nothing of the kind.
I say it is.
I don't believe you.
Come on, pay up, Holmes.
What do you think I wouldn't know, me who's been handling fowls since I was a nipper? I'll tell you, all the birds that went to the Alpha were town bred.
You'll never make me believe that.
Come on, do the decent, Holmes.
Will you have a bet, then?
Oh, just taking your money. But I'll have a sovereign with you just to teach you not to be obstinate.
Done!
Right. Now then, Mr. Cocksure, you see these here books here? Well, this is a list of all the folk what I buy off. Now, on this page, there's all me country folk. And these, on this side, in red ink, are all me town suppliers. Now, you read out that third name down to me.
Mrs. Oakshott, 117 Brixton Road.
Yeah, account number 249. Go on, then. Turn it up in the ledger.
Mrs. Oakshott, Egan, poultry supplier.
And what's the last entry?
24 geese at 7 and 6 pence. Sold to Mr. Windigate of the Alpha Public House.
So, what have you got to say now? What about this gentleman's fiver?
Well done, Holmes. Shall we see this Mrs. Oakshott tonight?
Oh, no, not you again. I've had enough of you. Listen, I've told you before. Clear off!
The thing is, there were 2 grey-headed geese.
Now, listen, I've had enough of you and those geese. I wish it was all at the devil together. If you come pestering me anymore with your silly talk, I'll set the dog on you.
Now, look here. Mrs. Oakshott told me.
You bring Mrs. Oakshott here, and I'll answer her. But what have you got to do with it, eh? Did I buy the geese off you?
No, but one of them was mine, all the same.
Well, you go and ask Mrs. Oakshott for it.
She told me to ask you.
You can ask the King of Prussia for all I care. I've had enough of this. Go on, get out of it.
This may save us a trip to Brixton. I could not help overhearing the conversation you had just now with that salesman. I think I can be of assistance to you in this matter.
You? Who are you?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. It is my business to know what other people don't know.
You can know nothing of this.
On the contrary, I know everything of it. I know that you are trying to find out the whereabouts of some geese sold by Mrs. Oakshott of Brixton Road to our friend, Mr. Breckenridge over there, who in turn sold them to Mr. Windigate of the Alpha Public House.
Sir, you're the very man I've longed to meet. I can hardly explain to you my interest in the matter.
Then I suggest that we carry on this conversation in rather more comfort.